Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode on which the series of how to be an author, or we learn about and know about the journeys of authors. And today we have Rupsa joining in. So Rupsa is an author and a reviewer. And yes, it's my pleasure having you, Rupsa. Thank you very much for being here.
Hi, Lakshit. It's my pleasure that I am here.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. Pleasure again. So before starting, that would be great if you can introduce yourself and what you do.
Basically, I'm a bookstagrammer, and the journey began with reviewing books. I read a lot. Lot means really a lot. And there is no judgmental going. I read banned books and whatever you throw me, I will grab it and I'll read. But my preference is classic. And while doing that, I came across certain incident in my life which I must say, which pushed me
Mhm.
to write something.
Okay.
It was not a very nice incident. It was a very tragic kind of thing, but it enabled me to have a story behind it. And eventually, I developed it to my first brainchild, Aria of the Detour. And I must say, it was quite fulfilling. It was
Mhm.
quite fulfilling. Apart from reading, that I wrote something which made me feel intrigued for a while.
Okay. Okay.
And
And
now I am an author, so I
okay.
write.
Uh-huh. And how did you find yourself being an author? What was the journey which took you to start writing?
See, whoever is a reader always wants to write something, always.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say, I have met none who never writes as a reader, who never writes.
Mm-hmm.
But I never used to write. I used to write only my journals or just copying the favorite quotes, favorite parts from my books. But that incident, which you will learn if you read my book, that incident really shook me and it prompted me to write something. It's a bit of feminism within me. Wrote something for a female.
Okay.
Have you read my book?
Not really.
Okay. If you had read, then you have understood that the book is about basically about a female, very Indian female, not me, not your mother, but that kind of woman whom we have never thought about writing about whom.
Okay.
Very, very lower middle class, and I found a very intriguing character in her, and I tried to write it. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And why did you think to write? Like, what's the first book you wrote about? What's the topic and what's the genre and why did you write? And what's the story behind writing that book?
It's basically a travelogue. A person who was traveling to Sikkim, after completing his journey, he met with some uncanny situation, which when things led to something and something led to something and something to something, and thus it became a travelogue, come mysterious. There is a feminism, I told you.
Okay.
That's it.
And what's the genre? It's a travelogue, as you said, right? It's a travelogue.
It's not actually travelogue only. It's a multi-genre. It's travelogue come mystery.
Okay. Okay. And would you like to speak about is it a fiction or a non-fiction book?
It's fiction. It's totally fiction. I
Okay,
took something from that incident and morphed into something of mine. It's fiction.
okay. And what kind of things were like? As you said, you're a reader, and you are a reviewer. So what does reviewer means? Like, what do reviewers do?
I review mostly the books I like to read because as a reviewer, there is constant pressure of reviewing books, the new genre authors, and various types of any kind of write up. Whoever does a write up comes up with an idea that review my book or
Mhm.
review my write up.
Yeah.
I have read several blogs, I have read the books, but if I don't find the book intriguing or the blog good, then I don't write anything wrong and I don't try to review it. I just sort it out with that person that I didn't find it that good. So it will be better that if I don't review, your thing will be better off.
Yeah. Okay.
Mostly, I try to review good books, and I have recently found really some good writers, Indian writers. They really write. They are doing really good. They're really doing really good, and I reviewed for them also.
Okay. And why did you think you know how did this idea come to write up a fiction? Like, what's the story behind writing that book? Like, why did it come to your mind to write about that? As you said, the Amritsar and a bit of feminism there. So how did that whole idea came to your mind to write that?
Actually, have you seen the Malish Wali Bai and the Bai who really works at our home? They are somewhat mysterious. They believe in various things. And I knew someone, a Malish Wali Bai also. She used to, she told us that she can visualize things. She can talk to dogs, animals, and like that. And that thing happened when I was very little. I was in my school, but that thing somewhat struck in my mind. And while writing that, and she was very much feminist in that sort that I can say she was feminist in her own way. She would never ever leave her talking abilities. She was tormented several times. I have known that she had been tormented by the people of a village, of a locality, that she is a witch. But she never deterred. And that woman, somewhere in my mind, put an impression. And I developed my character. My protagonist is Chamki. She is somewhat like her only. Chamki talks to trees, and she is also considered as a witch. And Chamki met with, actually not met with in person, but met with some photographs, some mm, documents which turned her life upside down. It's
Okay.
about that also.
Okay. Okay. Great. Wonderful. And what were you what kind of problems did you face while writing?
Well, I think words never come up easily.
Okay. And what if somebody reads your book? What and someone can expect? Like, what kind of things can somebody expect from the book you wrote?
A simple, relatable story. Everyone can relate. Because if you see my rating on Amazon, it's on Kindle. Then everyone has rated is a 5 star. Mostly 5 stars are there, and only someone has rated it 4.4 or something. But overall, the rating is very good, and the response is good, and everyone is asking for more.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about writing a sequel because several of my readers want to read more about Chumki.
Okay. Okay. And what would be your advice to anybody who wants to become an author? What would you like to tell them?
Just read, reading. Reading makes it easier.
Okay. And if
Virginia
some,
Woolf once said
Mhm.
that if you read 1,000 books in a lifetime, words will flow like water. And I really go by it.
Okay.
Reading makes it easier.
Okay. So yeah. So last question before ending this session would be like, what kind of message would you like to leave here? What would you like to say to anybody, or what kind of message would you like to leave?
Read more obscure classics. Whatever classics you get your hand on, be it vintage, it might be very difficult to read at first. Just go through it, and the result is overwhelming. Recently, I have read La Miserables. It's a very huge book.
Yes, I know that. Yeah.
1,232 pages are there. And I always love reading classics. And I am just totally overwhelmed.
Mhm.
A book can never be, this book can never be old. Never. It is still relatable. So the only thing is advisable is that read good literature and write relatable things. That's all. That's it.
Okay. So yeah, thank you very much for being here. It was my pleasure having you, and a
Thank
great
you.
a great session. A lot of the same things you just spoke about your journey, and it was my pleasure having you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lakshmi.